Stalkers often believe they can escape the consequences of their unsettling actions. As the handcuffs click into place, the gravity of their actions becomes undeniable. Let's take a look at 4 instances when these individuals realize they've been arrested. On the evening of September 7, 2021, an officer responded to a call reporting suspicious activity. The caller informed him that she was being followed by a friend with a history of unwanted contact, despite her requests to stop. The friend had admitted to placing a GPS tracker on her vehicle and had asked her to meet at a gas station, prompting her to call 911.
All of a sudden today, I'm getting emails like, "Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing?" He was looking for me for 2 days and like calling different places, trying to find out where I was. He looking in parking lots for my car.
Okay.
The woman explained that the suspect, whom she had reported to the Gwinnett County Police previously for harassment, had recently resumed contact. She mentioned receiving harassing emails, voicemails, calls, and texts, expressing a desire for the harassment to end. The suspect was actively searching for her, even checking parking lots for her car. Officer Sutton then approached the suspect, identified as Ramesh, who admitted to putting a GPS tracker on the woman's car.
I said I would never contact you again. I destroyed the device. Please, this one time, let me go because I'm a student. So this is the one time.
Ramesh claimed he put the GPS tracker because he suspected she was with someone else at a hotel and wanted to confirm. He mentioned that they had a complicated relationship, and he felt hurt when she abruptly left a hotel pool outing. Ramesh acknowledged that this was his first time using a tracking device and that he had never engaged in criminal behavior before. He pleaded for leniency, stating that he was a student facing a one-time mistake.
So you actually put a tracking device on her car?
Yes.
Okay. Where is it at?
Under the car.
Under the car?
Yes.
Is it on the driver's side, passenger side?
Like on that side wheel.
On the middle?
Yeah, I will destroy it and I will go and I won't do anything again.
You have your ID with you?
Yes.
After talking to Ramesh, the officer went back to the woman. Ramesh was calling the woman.
He's calling me. Should I answer?
Don't answer that.
Okay.
The backup arrives at the scene, and they searched the car for the tracking device and found it.
Holy shit.
All right, so
Yes.
you're saying you want to press charges.
Yes.
So
Ramesh was then placed in handcuffs and informed that he was under arrest. The officer then read Ramesh his Miranda rights and offered him the opportunity to provide a written statement.
all right, at this time you're under arrest for unlawful surveillance, okay?
Ramesh was charged with unlawful surveillance and stalking. He spent a week in jail before being released on an $11,000 surety bond. If you thought Ramesh was creepy, then the next guy is even creepier. On May 21, 2023, an incident took place at a Walgreens in Florida, where deputies responded to a harassment call involving one of the employees. The victim reported an older male repeatedly coming to the store, asking personal questions, making her uncomfortable, and causing her distress to the point of considering leaving work.
I'm just there sitting on my phone scrolling, watching TikTok, and I felt this hand around me, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn around, he's like, oh, it's me. I'm like, you don't touch me. He's like, oh, really?
Deputies located the man, identified as Billy, outside the Walgreens. The deputies inquire about Billy's presence on the property, asking for identification. Billy claims innocence, stating he just arrived and questions the need for his information.
So we're here for some complaints of people on the property.
From who?
From the store.
Really?
Really.
I just got here.
What's your name?
Billy?
Billy.
Francesca appears and identifies Billy, linking him to a previous case involving emotional distress. The deputies ask if she wants to press charges, emphasizing the importance of addressing harassment.
Yeah, no, I know. They might be going inside to try to talk to you, the other deputy.
He's right there.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, that's
100%.
100%.
Okay.
The conversation shifts to a battery case report filed by Deputy Joe Torres 7 days prior, naming Billy as a suspect. Billy explains that he approached Francesca at a bus stop after work hours to check on her well-being. He denies any wrongdoing and clarifies the limited interactions he had with Francesca.
I saw her walk over to the bus stop, and I went over there and I said, hey, how you doing? Were you waiting on the bus? She says, no, I'm waiting on my mother.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay, I just want to make sure she was in there. And then all of a sudden, as I'm talking to her, her mother pulls her out and picks her up, and I leave.
The deputies further probe Billy's knowledge about Francesca's situation, and he mentions rumors about her being moved to another department due to allegations of theft. He denies inquiring about Francesca with other employees. The officer arrested Billy, and he was charged with trespassing and stalking. Billy was nothing compared to the next guy. On May 14, 2023, an incident unfolded involving a man named Omar. Officers were dispatched to a hotel due to reports of Omar attempting to break into a woman's room. Upon approaching Omar, the officer observed peculiar behavior and signs of altered mental state. The officer tried to engage Omar in conversation, asking about his well-being and attempting to understand the situation.
What's going on?
No.
Talk to me real quick.
No, I'm good.
I need to talk to you right now.
I plead the fifth.
I'm trying to keep you out of trouble. Do you stay here?
Yes.
Which room?
Omar appeared agitated and mentioned wanting to talk to his mother. The officer probed further. Omar's responses were disjointed, and he expressed frustration at the officer's line of questioning. The officer asked if Omar had taken anything and requested identification. Omar's reluctance to cooperate escalated the tension, and he continued insisting on reaching his room.
This is what my mother did. I'm trying to go talk to my mother.
So why is she not opening the door?
Because me and my mama have issues. She has judgment. I just want to talk to her so I can calm down.
While interacting with Omar, the occupant of the room opened the door, revealing that it wasn't his mother. The officers decided to arrest Omar.
This right
You
here.
better be glad. That was gonna be.
You gonna swing me for opening the door?
Hey, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Hey.
Put your hands behind your back.
So you saw yourself?
The witness described a series of incidents involving Omar, including an earlier encounter where he allegedly attempted to lure a woman into his room with an offer of money.
I was up there last night, and she come back running in the room. She like, this dude. I said, what dude? She said, he tried to give me my $200 come in his room.
The witness provided additional context about Omar's past actions, mentioning his strange behavior and attempts to interact with others in the hotel.
I said, listen, man. I said, you can't be approaching these women like this. You scam them.
Right.
I said, when you see that lady walking, bro, leave her alone. The old lady right here, don't say nothing to them. Leave them alone.
In the end, Omar was arrested and charged with burglary while armed. The next incident happens at a Walmart. On November 19, 2022, law enforcement officers were called to Walmart in response to a request to remove a man from the store. The reason behind this request was the man's inappropriate behavior of touching himself around customers. The incident unfolds as an officer confronts the man, and the man makes a run for it.
Hey, yo, my man, come on, let's go. Come on.
With the help of the asset protection staff, the officer apprehended him. The man, identified as Kevin, was resistant and uncooperative.
I'm not doing nothing. Damn, bro. Can I get some water?
Hey, relax.
Despite being provided with water, Kevin continues to resist and insists on going to the bathroom. As officers attempt to gather information from Kevin, he provides false details, including a fake name and inconsistent birth dates. The situation escalates further as Kevin fails to cooperate, leading the officers to warn him about providing false information. The officers had to use facial recognition software to pull up his information.
I got it.
The situation becomes more complicated as officers discover Kevin's criminal history.
Oh, aggravated battery on police officer? You like to fight police officers?
And one.
Aggravated battery on firefighter? Oh, you like to fight.
The officers eventually read Kevin his rights and attempt to understand the motive behind his inappropriate actions in the store. Kevin denies engaging in any lewd behavior, claiming he was not attractive to anyone. He justifies running away from the officers by saying he was nervous. Despite being given multiple chances and 2 bottles of water, Kevin's uncooperative behavior continues.
You got me fucked up.
He was charged with simple battery, lewd and lascivious behavior, resisting, and giving a false name. Before you go, please consider subscribing.